Okay, I know the perfect way to start this podcast.
What?
Go with the theme song.
And welcome to dia.log, the Game Matters podcast. Okay, hopefully this is recorded. Yes, this is recorded.
Dang it.
Oh boy, what a ride, what a ride. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 18 of dia.log, the Game Matters podcast. We are now in November. Nice, wet, rainy November. November rain is upon us.
Not that November.
Losers.
The podcast is now legal.
The podcast is now legal, and so Irham is not interested anymore. That's why he's not here this week.
Introducing the panel. Today we have one Amirul. Say hi.
Ah.
And next we have Daniel. Say hello.
Hello.
And let's not forget Annan. We have Annan. Say hello.
What up?
And thankfully we have another guest. The second guest to, what do you say, to grace our dia.log podcast for the second time. And that means he is equally the best guest for dia.log this year. Total winner, no questions asked. The AAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA
best guest, but it's because he's half as good as all the other guests, so we had to have him twice just to double it up.
Composition.
This is not diversity, okay? Don't call me out this.
Too close to who? And I'm Amirul Macronos Ashraf. And yeah, we have a lot to talk about this episode. But let's start with something that we did just recently, just before we start recording. And that is...
We're gonna talk about masturbation.
Yes.
after that.
Oh.
Oh, the Jackbox.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, the
Jackbox.
Jackbox.
Yeah,
Jackbox.
yeah, after the masturbation, we put it in the box. The Jackbox. I mean, Jack. You know.
Can I leave now?
Jackbox Slovakia.
Czechoslovakia. So, JackBox Party 5. When was it released? I think it was just released recently, like last month, is it?
A month or so, yes.
I thought it was in the weeks though. I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
Let me see.
You're our guest. You need to have this info because we sure don't have it.
Yeah. Hold up. It is a month. Yeah, weeks ago, 17th October to be exact.
Aha. So yeah, and interestingly, of course, JackBox, the team at JackBox, they have this established formula that works really, really well, whereby put in a lot of different party games in there, and all you need to do to play it is just a browser or a mobile phone, or a mobile phone or a browser. Anything you can access a browser in.
Basically, if you can watch porn, you can play Jackbox.
Well, if you can walk or
If
you
have
can jack.
internet.
I mean, yeah, also internet. So guys, what do you guys thought about the mini games we just played?
Ideology.
Daniel is a robot.
Come on, we
Yeah,
stopped
sure,
playing that game
diversity.
already. Don't start rapping now.
NPC losing power.
So guys, just talk about how about what do you guys think the best game in the pack in JackBox Party 5? What do you guys
Split the
enjoyed
Room.
most?
I think Split the Room was like just
Split the room.
God damn.
For me, it's split between Painfully Stupid and Split the Room.
Okay, can we talk about Split the Room again? How does it work? And why did the PlayStation went as well as we expected?
Okay, so I guess Aiman, you can talk about it because you have more experience with it than we do.
All right. So Split the Room is essentially you're given a prompt to fill in the blanks, and whatever you put in the blanks, you have to consider if people have to like be split, whether they'll say yes or no to that blank. Your purpose of that game is to literally split the room. You have to split the participants in half. so that half of them would do this particular thing and the other half would not do that. So the more points you get, you get more points if you manage to get a split room, a 50-50 split, and you even get more points by get by having them by having them like answer take a long time to answer. So the
Mm.
Just
more
like
the
that.
longer the longer it takes for them to answer, the more points you get, and if you get a
Oh.
perfect split, the more points you get. So highest points wins.
Oh, that's why I lost. because my choices was basically a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who would choose? There's one prompt where it's about a baby crying a lot, and then if you put in a podcast for it to sleep on, and the prompt suggests me to write a certain podcast, and of course I have to put dia.log the Game Matters podcast, and it's a winning majority. It's no questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I did the opposite of what the game asked me.
Mm-hmm. Because everyone would definitely say yes for that one. So you have to
Yeah.
like make it so that it's a split opinion. So let's say if instead of the dialogue podcast for that blank, right? Let's say it might be waifu talks. Who's the best waifu? So like I know my friends and I are probably not going to be interested in that, and the other half from the dialogue team will. So that's how you split the room.
Bunch of shameless weebs, all of us.
Uh, Shout out to Aiman's crew for joining in as well, and we can see the the dividing lines in the room.
I should point out while we're like trashing us as being horrible weebs, last week was literally the anime episode where we ran out of news to talk about, and so instead we talked about anime for way longer than we should have.
So it became an anime podcast.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
The last few words in that episode are literally just us yelling thighs for 10 seconds.
No wonder. Now I get the context.
We have a lot of running jokes, so if anyone wants to volunteer and make the dia.log wiki, you have plenty of material to do so. 18 episodes and counting. And next on the list, the highlight reel as well. Next on the list, and I think let's talk about the other interesting game, which is I forgot the name again. Mad vs City.
Mad vs City, yes.
Basically, Aiman, please.
Oh, okay. So basically, Mad vs City is a game where you have robots trying to like rap battle each other in a town that's slowly destroying and falling apart. So what in Mad vs City, you're given like the game asks you to put in a noun or an adjective or a verb that ends in certain letters and all that. Like for example, a destructive noun which you can put like bomb or fireworks, explosives, and then you have to like rhyme the next sentence with that noun. So the game will give you like a complete first sentence with the last noun that you got, and you have to make another sentence to rhyme with the sentence that they gave you. And once you've done that twice, that's when you go against other players and literally rap battle one another. From then on, whoever has the most votes that people will vote for will win that round and get more money. So the person who has the most money wins.
Yeah, it's basically Pantun Maker online.
Pantun Maker online. Epic rap battles of history.
Exactly. And one thing I like seeing the JackBox games is their presentation. It's pretty top notch. I mean, even in Mad vs City, the way they presented it is a giant mecha battle, and those giant mecha are rapping, and they are rapping using robot voices. The ones like
that's why they're robots. It's because they use a text to speech thing to read out.
It's actually a very common text to speech actually.
And
it's the same.
In Twitch streamers,
Twitch streamers use that. Some YouTubers who didn't like to talk in the microphone use that for their meme videos. It's very detectable.
Yeah, and it's ingenious.
Like I remember just like.
So I think everyone enjoyed that. But how about the we gone to the peaks? How about the lows? The games that you guys a bit.
that's Zeeple Dome.
Zeeple
I
Dome.
did not like Zeeple Dome at
Same.
all.
Mhm.
Listen, man, there's only one reason I play like all the Jackbox games, which is for improv shit. Just like filling in the blanks with stupid shit. And Zeeple Dome is like it actually requires reflexes. And playing it on a Discord call with latency severely
bad.
decreases the fun.
Mhm. So like Dome is like an arena-based game where you and your friends will have to like try to battle the enemies there, which using your matching colors and stuff. Like it's basically very interactive. You just have to like drag your characters around in your mobile devices or your browser, and then try to kill the enemies on screen. But due to what Wamiro says, like we had latency problems and like it's not really a Jackbox game that we all know and love. It's just like a game where it's just frustrating. Like you rather play other games like Overcooked rather than Zeeple Dome.
Mm. And I guess you don't know Jack is let's just go through this quickly because well if you don't know Jack you won't be enjoying this game because it's a game about trivia that requires another trivia to work for another trivia to
It's
answer a
very
question.
America-centric trivia.
It is. That's why Meck got lost.
I'm not Americanized enough. Despite spending too much time in the Wild West, not enough. And of course, I think let's just talk about Patently Stupid, the first game we played.
Oh, I love that one. I forgot to mention that. That's also my favorite one.
I guess this one we enjoyed. What I guess most of the people we played with enjoyed the most.
So Patently Stupid, it's a game where they give you a problem. Like they give you a problem, like for example, my blank is it's exploding. So as a player, you have to like fill in that blank, and then let's say the example that they gave was intestines. So my intestines are exploding. So that problem will be given to another player to solve. And how they solve it is they have to draw out their solution, like come up with a creative idea to try and solve that problem. And once they finish drawing that, they have to give it a title, a subtitle, and they have to literally present it to their friends. So this is really good for those who not just sucked at drawing, but are really good at presentations to try and persuade the people to invest in their products. And we come up with a bunch of stupid shit.
I mean, the best thing is because the context was when we started the game. I just finished Red Dead Redemption 2 and was all at the ending scenes. And then, surprise, surprise, there were many prompts about Red Dead Redemption 2 ending. I literally got one problem, which is I cannot shut up about Red Dead Redemption 2 ending scene. I really wanted to do that, but I could not think of a clever way to justify some invention because that was a personal attack. So I chose another one, which is best, which is also a lot in Red Dead Redemption 2. Hence the stupid cowboy accent I did.
I see.
I love the presentation side of it because you can control like which parts you show. So it really is down to your comedic timing. My favorite prompt was the how to find out what women are thinking. Does anyone want to just read off what I wrote? This is my solution.
Just listen, you cunt.
Yep. Practical.
Oh boy.
Also, at some point, we just drew a big-thighed anime girl. That was great.
And you happen to win that round.
Anime
the game.
wins.
Oh, yeah, I think I cleaned up most of the games except for Zeeple Dome.
Yep.
Because
Zeeple Dome. It's Zeeple Dome.
I'm surprised I won the Madversity as well.
I screw up that second one.
I screw up a second one too. Don't worry, Matt.
We all screw up. That's okay. But I'm pretty proud about the memory card joke. Memory card.
Next memory card thing was the best.
I mean, no. The best thing is because they impose a limit, which made me think something else because the joke on memory card 8 megabyte for PlayStation 2. I thought I want to put all the thing in the title, but it's too long. So I put memory card 8 MB as the title, and then for PlayStation 2 is the tagline. So it works. It still works as a joke. Man, if you lost your memory, buy memory cards, man. Easy.
The prompt that time was I lost my memories. So
Yeah,
Max solution was
I lose my
memory card.
memories easily. Yeah.
Yeah. Max solution is a memory card for PlayStation 2. Yes.
Conveniently enough, there's a PS2 under me. Inspiration. So, okay, anything else need to be said about JackBox Party 5?
It's actually a very fun pack. Like 3 of the games are enjoyable. The other 2 I won't be touching anytime soon. But I enjoy it really. I really enjoy it. They really come out with some really good games, and this one does not disappoint me.
Okay, shall we move on?
Okay, so you know how usually I'm the one who plays the indie games, but this week Meck has been playing like this really small indie game.
Yeah.
So I really want to hear him talk about it. Like, I've heard no one else ever talk about this. Meck, tell the people what you've been playing.
I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and I just finished it. Oh my, that's a hillbilly, yo. I went too far to the south.
Howdy, partner.
Man, there's so many. I heard so many howdy partners. Too much.
Howdy, partner.
Well, top of the morning. There's another good one. Or
Well,
howdy.
are there Irish people there? Top of the morning to ya, laddie.
Basically, it's there. There's Irish. There's French. There's the German people, and there's even Chinese. I'm not kidding.
Then weird ninja dudes, because according to the Magnificent Seven, there's ninja dudes.
Okay, I guess that is with her for DLC. In Red Dead Redemption 2 Ninja Nightmare. And
what
then,
about Spectral Sky Cowboys? Are those in DLC too?
the only one is myself being a spectral cowboy screaming at the great scenes there, because there are plenty of scenes where I just go So Red Dead Redemption 2. Before we start, let us remind you guys that last episode we talked shit about Rockstar because they are overworking their workers, their staff members, and surprise, surprise, we still got a review copy from Rockstar Games. So thank you, Rockstar Games, for sending us a review
Thank you,
copy.
dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast, for being too shitty a podcast for them to listen to.
Okay, but still, we appreciate the copy. We try to look at it objectively, and objectively, it's a good game. Okay, so I played the whole game. I just finished it. I saw everything that is mostly going to be seen by the people who played just for the story. And suffice to say, it is lengthy, but I don't feel like it's too padding. It feels just right. The story itself really needs that 60-hour time to make it, to do it justice, to flesh it out. Let me just put it in context. The story missions, there are 104 of them. This is the critical path, 104 of them. But one thing I'll give to the developers here is that they managed to at least make an illusion that each mission doesn't feel like, oh, go to point A, go to point B, kill A, kill B, fetch C, go back, go watch a cutscene. They try to put in some variety in it. Let's say this one mission. You just landed into a new camp, and you and your basically the veterans of the Vandalin gang you are running with, they say, hey, this is new place, let's go fishing. And then you go on a horse ride, going to one of the fishing spot, and then suddenly you stop, pop, cutscene plays, there's something else happening, you need to capture a escaping prisoner. For some reason, despite you being outlaws, you capture them, and then you somehow manage to convince the sheriff in town to make you guys deputies, and then suddenly you got to stop. Hey, do you guys want to go fishing again? And then you put in the choice. Do you want to go fishing, or do you not want to go fishing? So there's a choice also. So basically, if you didn't choose to go fishing, that means that mission is done. It stops there. But if you decide, I like to do some fishing mini games, and then the mission extends, and you get to see more scenes with the veterans. So it's a lot of this sort of dynamic mission styles. One time I went into like, okay, so I just went into camp, and then suddenly I was not in the mood to do a story mission, and then suddenly a lady comes up, and she is marked by a mission marker, and I said, oh no, please don't give me a mission. And then she just talked to me, said something about to meet somewhere else, and that somewhere else is the mission. So she just gives the mission, but it doesn't start there, so you still have the option.
That's really cool. How much silly content is there? Because GTA 5 had a lot of really silly content.
That's what you can say. So the whole main story is very serious, very grim. Compared to GTA, GTA is fully in the satire, right? But Red Dead Redemption is much more, what you say, much more realistic, much more grim, it's much more down to earth, but it still have its silly moments. There's a stranger. They call it the stranger missions for the side content with the strange strangers. One of them is you meet a mad scientist who invented. I don't know. He thinks that he can create life by making a robot, but the way he demonstrate it is by using a RC boat. So basically a tin boat, and then you control it with some weird thingamajiggy. Back at the time, that looks weird, and your main character Arthur was totally confused. Huh? I can move that? What the? But it's basically just an RC boat shooting submarines. Like a toy RC boat. That's how they use the RC toys in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I forgot about RC cars. Were they in GTA 5? I can't remember.
No.
But they were a bin in San Andreas.
And Vice City, the helicopter. Holy shit.
Yeah. When I saw the
Yeah,
submarine, I immediately, oh god, is this the RC mission again? But at least the mission is not as frustrating. So good on them. Also, there's a lot of weird, intricate details in RDR2 where you, like this time you cannot make your if you go to not a saloon, a barber, if you want to change hairstyles, you cannot grow it. You can only trim it down. So, hey, realistic, eh? Similar like to Witcher 3. And you can even buy tonics to make your hair or beard grow much more quicker than ever. To the point that I am giving petua, giving advice on the PS4 Malaysia gang on how to grow your hair long, which is weird.
It's as if you're speaking from experience. Also, one thing I like to add, right, is that I have a friend who is now like who's gushing about this particular detail in Red Dead Redemption 2, and wait for it, horse pooping mechanics.
Oh yeah, they totally poop.
They totally poop. And in fact, the entire horse mechanics is what intrigues her so much. She decided to buy Red Dead Redemption 2 just because of the horse mechanics.
Oh, also the horse yeah.
I'm not kidding. She's literally buying the game because of the horse mechanics, because of how realistic it is.
Yeah, and I think that if you feed it, you only see the horses poop after you feed it a lot. So there's also a detail there. And oh yeah, how do I say it? The way you interact with people right now, in RDR2, they now have you to do it in a contextual way. So you hold L2, so you lock on to interactable items, and then if like say this is the person, right? So you will always have like two choices. You want to greet him, greet them or antagonize them. So greet them is like, oh, the partner. Antagonize them is like, oh, look at that, feeling hiding behind. No, it's basically insulting lah, but soft insulting. And also, you can pull out a gun at any time. So if you want to lock on and then you just pull out a gun to rob them or to scare the person, you can do that too.
Important question. There was an achievement in the first Red Dead Redemption for you to tie up a lady and put her on a train tracks. Can you still do that?
Yes, you can still tie people up. You can.
And drop them on train tracks?
I haven't done so, but it is possible, mechanical wise.
Cool.
What else? There's a lot of weird details here. How about you guys start asking some questions? I'll try to answer something.
Horse balls.
Yes, the horses balls do grow in a warmer climate. I've checked, but yeah, they work as intended. And they also move. Well, they also jiggle. There's horse ball physics.
Can you fuck on a horse?
I don't think that you can fuck.
Ooh.
Because Arthur Morgan is a man that has prior relationships, and
He's an honorable man.
there's a sweet romantic sub story side quest that you can do so, and it's actually pretty nice.
I found that really funny because so is Michael in GTA 5, but you can still fuck hookers with him.
I tried to do that, but the only choice I have was reject and refuse. So, okay, so you can't do that. Okay, fine.
Arthur Morgan is a good boy.
Arthur Morgan is a good boy, and the closest thing you can do is go to a bath, and then ask for a deluxe bath where a lady will lend you a hand or brushing stuff, and that's it.
Huh.
So nothing too intimate. There is implied sex, but nothing seen, only heard.
That's how I have sex too. Nothing seen, only heard.
Okay, last few things is that the open world, and when you play the first chapter of the game, you feel like, oh, why is the game so constrained? Why can't I explore more? Why do you have to go for tutorial and tutorial, and then chapter 2 starts, and then you get overwhelmed.
I feel that's every Rockstar game though.
But this is 5 times more because the map itself is so big that I played until the end of the game. I don't think they use all of the land mass. There's a lot of unused content there, most likely reserved for Red Dead Online. So it's alarmingly huge, but I think that people can manage it. Some people might not like the way that you, because again the world is huge, so you will be on horseback a lot. But one thing that I found to be something like that at least helps alleviate the problem is putting on the cinematic camera. You know how GTA usually have the cinematic camera and it's usually shit because you cannot drive?
Yeah.
This time the cinematic camera looks nice and has really good angles, and it also auto drives your horse. So you still need to hold X, need to keep on galloping, but basically if you put in a waypoint, you can safely traverse the map without doing anything until a bandit stops you, or robbery, or ambush. Things can happen. Or a rock.
I'm just imagining like Dwayne Johnson standing out in the middle of the field being like, no, you can't.
Punches the horse.
Oh yeah, Arthur Morgan loved his horses so much, he says boys more than Kratos can ever say in a full playthrough of God of War.
Easy boy.
Easy boy. That's a good boy. Sorry boy. My boy.
Morgan ada like a girl near horse dekat.
Yep. And
you can buy them.
Same.
They're boys too.
They're boys too. Easy boy.
If it's a female horse, he will treat it as a female. Oh, that's a good girl. Easy girl. He loves to talk to horses and it makes into some sort of plot point. So Yeah.
That explains why.
Last point is that when you see the Vanderling gang, if you look at the many artworks, there's like 20 of them, which is pretty huge, and they happen to have like a left woman and even a kid in the group, which is weird for an outlaw.
Is the kid's name Billy?
Nah, there's a Billy, but that's not the kid.
Is
I know.
Billy the adult?
Yeah, he not really. He's wild.
Oh wait, important question. Are there aliens? Because GTA had aliens and
No aliens,
They
but
have. It's the
I'm not sure. I haven't encountered, but there are very spooky shacks that is out of this world. When I entered one shack, I thought this was an empty room, empty house that I can loot. So I put in my denim mask, put on the mask, trying to rob people, and then suddenly this glow green and spooky sounds pop out. And am I playing a cowboy game or what?
did Shack come out after that? And you're like, oh no, I've come into the Shack.
Unfortunately, no. I heard there are vampires on the loose, but there's a long quest line.
Huh. I bet Shack could take care of the vampires. He knows Shack Fu.
Come on, Shaq Fu as a cowboy beating vampires. That would be interesting in the thumbnail.
No, beating the rock.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Red Dead Redemption 2. The game even though you know the ending of the game, if you play Red Dead Redemption, you know where the destination headed. It's like watching a train wreck where a train is going into a ravine because the train tracks that was supposed to cross the ravine exploded and it's breaking as much as it can, but it's still going to fall anyway. But you just cannot stop looking at it. It's still marvelous. That's how I
It's
describe.
like watching any race was when Lewis Hamilton's in the lead. Like you don't have to watch the rest of it. You know how it's gonna end.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you still keep going.
Lewis Hamilton still wins, but the action at the midfield is still sublime. Oh, that's how
Formula 1.5.
the Formula 1.5 part is still one of the best part of the game, part of the sport.
Sledding.
And let's ride on into the next topic then, before we go too long.
To the RDR cast.
The Screaming Cowboy edition.
Oh no! Oh, it's the Ace. Oh, the Ace one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Double betrayal.
So, we went to another Acer event. We have a great track record with Acer events.
Do tell.
So, the last time Daniel and I went for an Acer event together, we, because I'm not a very big tech guy, so I don't like talking about specs and motherboards and all that other crap. So I arrive at the event expecting like just a boring talk about how real gamers use GTX 4542s or whatever.
And then please don't trigger. Hold on. You are making yourself a robot. Please stop.
So mad. He's so mad right now.
It's so mad. It's already jittering. Trigger on the finger on the trigger.
So to my surprise, the last time we went for an Acer event, I reached there and see a bunch of idols on stage.
Idols?
Yeah, fucking idols. I don't remember the group's name, but this story isn't about that event. But that set the bar. We're like, okay, so last time was idols. Now what? So it was me, Meck, and Daniel, three of us just hanging out, watching them talk about monitors. And then they're like, oh, we have an upcoming collaboration that's never been done before. Acer's never done it before. And we're joking to ourselves, like, oh, it's probably going to be something stupid. Like, I remember the phrase Acer brand dildos being said. Can't remember who said it.
Probably you.
Not me.
But then suddenly they go, yeah, Pestle and Mortar X Acer. And if you're like me and not aware, Pestle and Mortar are like this local clothes brand. My brother describes them as clothes for hype beasts, and I already hate based on the.
The Supreme. Legend Supreme.
My God.
So and we were like laughing, like, oh god, this is a thing that's happening right now.
Oh, that pestle and mortar.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry,
don't
I thought you meant this pestle and mortar.
don't
Then
take
why
it.
you talk about Abang?
Yeah.
The cooking apparatus.
An Acer brand pestle and mortar would be great.
Oh my God, that's going to be in there as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
GTX The Rock.
But so we were. Then they were like, okay, the press can collect their door gifts now, and Meck like runs over to us like, they're fucking giving out the shirts for free.
I told you guys, they're going to give it.
And so now we all own Acer pestle and mortar clothes.
Which cost around 90 ringgit by the way.
Yeah, we did the math. They're like 90 ringgit is the minimum price for pestle and mortar shirts. So that's the thing.
Quite a dog gift.
Rich boys. Rich boys now.
Yeah, we were hype beasts. They had like a fashion show. They had like influencers on stage wearing the shirts and shit. And so that was surreal.
Yeah, they basically catwalk on the stage.
Yeah, they
Essentially.
did catwalk. They posed, and then they had like important people from Acer posing with them as well. It was a very surreal afternoon.
I mean, they did say in the press release, the invite is in expect something different or something interesting or some.
Yeah.
And this is completely caught us off guard. We thought it was we thought it was just a product launch, and then when we went there, it was all esports station stuff. Oh, they're going to talk about esports stuff, and then oh no, we just going to talk about this and a fashion show. What?
So they did
There's
a
only two
switcheroo.
shirts though. That's the
Switcheroo,
thing. There's only two shirts.
Both
Basi-
cost 90 above.
Like goddamn.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that was
that was quite indeed an event. And speaking of eventful releases, our next topic is something that we also did not expect, but here we are. Daniel, can you fill in?
So, well, to those who play the game, this very big title called Undertale, made by like a studio of people called what's his name? I think it's just Toby Fox.
Toby
Yeah,
Fox
it's
and
Toby
friends.
Yeah, a studio called Toby Fox and Friends. It's a very good game. Like 10 out of 10s everywhere. So earlier during Halloween, they released a demo, more like a vertical slice of their newest game called Delta Rune, which is just basically Undertale 2. But there's a twist. The next day, the day after he launched the game, he went out like this sort of press statement. He said that this is an alternate universe game, and so which I said to myself, well, Matt Pat from Ginty is gonna have fun with this.
Content creation
Content.
coming.
Alternate universe, who is right, who is wrong?
This is going to be another 17 episode theory for FNAF, but Undertale this time.
So, one just got this in head that he doesn't like it.
Rip. Wow.
Oh boy. So yeah, so what's about Delta Rune then?
Undertale is the game Mother from
Uh-huh.
the Nintendo's Mother series. This is basically Earthbound, since you have a party and all.
Okay, so before is like just a one man. Basically, you just control one person before this, right? In Undertale.
Yeah, you only control one person.
Ah, okay. So now we have a party system.
I think so.
Oh, is everything okay over there?
Daniel?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Nope.
Oh no. People are dying left and right. No, this is too real. Ah, god damn it. The scenes I have to pay for playing too much Red Dead Redemption 2. This is hitting too close to home.
Oh, okay. I think it's gone back. Sorry, internet died as well.
Okay. No, I won't be losing two of my good men today. Not today.
What was I talking about before my internet just killed itself?
Delta Rune having a party system.
Yeah, they're having a party system, which instead of everyone, instead of only one can do their what is it called? Since Undertale is a game where you cannot kill people, so not everybody can spare the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So that means like because in the old game you have to spare one by one. This time, or you can just spare everyone in one go. Which is I think what is the term of it? Life quantity life apa nama?
I'm not too familiar about this one. And
No
one
no
is
no no.
still not left.
It's a life quality of life changes, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
quality of
quality of life.
life.
I was like
I see.
blur jap. I was blue for 5 minutes.
Okay, so this streamlining some stuff. Okay.
Still like some stuff. And that's about it.
Huh.
How long is it? It's a free demo, right?
It's
Basically.
like 2 hours here. You can just beat it like after this you can just beat it in 2 hours.
Because I saw like 30 minutes, it really gives the same Undertale vibes. I just know a little bit about the game, but just from the aesthetics, from the suddenly creepy and then suddenly all joy and jovial stuff. Okay, that's that sort of game.
Yep. But sadly it's just a demo that won't be out until at least another 2 years.
Oh, another 3 years, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, Delta Rune already available now, the demo, and you can download it on. You can just Google it, right? You can find it
Yeah,
anywhere.
But you
they have a
cannot
website.
uninstall it right now because there's a bug that if you uninstall the game, it will delete every file on your computer.
What?
So I installed it on my C drive, so basically all my Windows 32 everything. So I cannot uninstall this game.
Okay.
Did-
I'm not downloading that game now.
No, just download it on the thumb drive or whatever. It can fit.
Oh, install it on USB or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
that's an
I'll keep that
interesting
in mind.
loophole there. Okay, check in. Is Wam still died?
Ye-
Okay, now we have to move on then. Next on the list is something about PS Plus, and oh boy, this is the second month we are talking about PS Plus. In particular PS Plus Asia, because the rest of the world are very happy for November because they have two very good games being offered for free.
Which is?
Yakuza Zero, Yakuza Kiwami, and World Stop.
Oh.
But us in Asia, we get David Cage's Beyond Two Souls.
I see.
Beyond,
And go on.
what's the other game again?
The other game is I forgot the name is that.
It's an indie
Yeah.
game, Metronomicon or something.
Yeah, Metamonical.
Let's look it up really quick. This is why we should do research before podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
But as Mac was doing the research, you know our stance on David Cage and his games, so
So yeah, the Metronomicon. That's the other game. That's the other indie game that was offered in Asia. Problem is this is the second month for PS Plus whereby Asia users, Asia subscribers don't get the same games from US and Europe. And the games we got is relatively, let's just say relatively inferior. Subjectively. Subjectively.
Underwhelming.
The offer looks relatively underwhelming. Not to say that all of the games are garbage, except David Gage. But
Okay.
but
The rise
compared,
and the ether of our podcast here.
yeah, he's the eternal rival. If you guys haven't picked it up yet, so will continue on shit posting. The shit posting, we're shitting on him. I mean, people,
What?
if you enjoy it, you go and enjoy that game. It's fine, but we don't like it. That's all. And so people are very angry this time, especially on
Very
Facebook.
angry.
I'm back.
Well, I'm revived from the
Welcome
dead.
back. Yeah.
I think the Metronomicon had some use.
Oh, good. You can download that there.
Hey. You guys talk much shit about me while I was gone.
No, we just talking shit about David Cage.
Bad job.
So yeah, do you guys look at the feisty comment section on Facebook? Because people are not happy. For
Well,
good reason.
Well, I want to read my favorite tweet. No, yeah, the tweet.
Mm-hmm.
At this rate kan, better just close down lah this thing. Waste of money.
How dare this person talk shit about PS Plus?
Let me read some more. I love reading them. It's so. There it is.
For me,
Come
I'm
on,
a simple
stop
man.
keeping out on us, man.
I don't know, but for me, like every time I see a free game on PS Plus, I'm a simple man. I'll just click claim free game
Download.
and then I never play it.
Same.
Same.
No,
It's a free game.
no, it works. It was really good though, because like last time I checked my whole library of PS4 games and then I just realized I owned Until Dawn. I didn't realize that. Oh, I got it from PS Plus. Oh, good show. Oh, I have Infamous Second Son. Oh, I haven't played it yet. Somehow I got it.
Yep. I'm betting that Titanfall 2 is going to be free soon.
Please. I don't want to waste $18.
I mean, Destiny 2 is free on Bell.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but Destiny 2 sucks.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's free.
It's
So you know what that means.
download
I
it,
think
keep it for safekeeping.
Play that.
In case people want to play Destiny 2, yeah, you just download it, install it, play them, and then uninstall it.
Listen, I own 2 copies of Destiny 2 and I didn't pay for either of them.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Destiny 2 is free on Battle.net. Battle.net.
Yeah.
So later we'll go on about Blizzard. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's the thing about remember Daniel what we talk about the games that did not come here. Bulletstorm.
Mm.
About Bulletstorm. It's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It's one of the things
Yeah.
where we know exactly why those games don't appear to be offered in Asia, because it haven't been released in Asia. There's no digital or even physical R3 release of Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. So, how would they release it if the game doesn't exist in the region? Which is a shame.
They can actually just give us Beyond Two Souls and Yakuza. But no,
Yakuza is a weird thing. Why didn't I get it? Because people are clamoring for Yakuza, especially, I think.
Mhm.
I mean, we are Asians. We like Asian dudes beating each other.
we like Asian dudes singing karaoke while playing those Tamiya cars.
That too.
Mhm. And hostess clubs.
Yeah, and come on.
And teach philosophical moral lessons. That too. Yakuza is a good game. So
And chicken finance managers.
Yeah.
long live Nugget. No, not Nugget Senpai. Not today. But Nugget the chicken.
No, that one can die in a fire, but
Oh my god, poor Ham. So
it's
yeah,
okay. I'm hoping that he's jacking off right now, so we keep talking about him, he keeps sneezing.
panjang umur. Okay. I guess yeah. The best thing that I can say to all Asia subscribers of PS Plus, do not
Wait,
look at the US and Europe versions and get hype from that. No, wait at least 2 days. They usually release their promos 2 or 3 days after the rest of the regions promote starts showing their offering.
Mm-hmm.
And let's move on, shall we?
Where are we at? I was gone for quite a while.
Well, now you are back. It's your turn to
oh
talk
yeah,
about
it's
Dead
Oh,
over.
Cells.
we already talked about Delta Rune. God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I played Dead Cells. It's a Metroidvania kind of thing. I had the wrong expectations jumping into it. I thought it was gonna be like Death's Gambit, where it's a linear story, but it's very much more of the like it's a good game to play on stream because you just kind of like go through your attempts. Aiman, have you tried Dead Cells?
I don't think so.
You should. It's pretty. It has a streamer mode, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where your audience can control, like you can put your audience in charge of healing you, and they can like add modifiers to the levels and shit, and
I
they can
see.
chat with you as well. And it's really funny because I had only one dude in my audience, so because the way it works is that everyone in the audience can be nominated to be the captain, and the captain controls everything.
Ooh.
And so I had this one dude following me around, like telling me off for constantly getting hurt. Just like stop running into the bombs, and I'm like, I keep thinking I can deflect them. And he's like, no, please don't. You only have 2 potions left. But yeah, Dead Cells is a gorgeous game. It's a really good game. I feel bad that I personally don't like it because I rather have like Death's Gambit where it's more of a linear adventure, because like I unlocked the great sword and then turns out you don't get to keep it if you unlock it. You just unlock the chance that it will spawn
Yep.
randomly.
Yep, like a roguelike.
Yeah, so not a big fan of that. Ugh. But yeah, great game. Then I stole another website's review of it, and then
Oh, the shade.
That sells kid.
yeah, bringing that back.
Uh,
But the music's fucking good. The sprite animation's gorgeous. I just don't like the RNG of it.
so
But that's my fault for not sorting out my expectations.
so I guess this is the case of tak kena jiwa lah. How do you say in English then? Something not your
Not my cup of tea.
yeah, not your cup of tea. But still a good
Mhm,
tea, nonetheless.
Yeah, it's good tea, just not the tea that I currently want, you know. But yeah, speaking of Souls, Annan has an update on SoulsBorne Corner. You'd think if anyone on this podcast had a SoulsBorne Corner, it'd be me, but no, it's Annan.
Yeah, so I went from 3 bosses in 3 weekends to 10 bosses in 4 days.
Oof.
Ooh.
Gotta be
Yeah.
careful, man. You get too much insight, a mad one's gonna appear in your room.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can already hear it. Oh no, we don't want to lose another one. Please. I can't take it
What
anymore.
happened? What happened?
Anand's gone.
Nana's gone.
Not
Holy
another
shit,
one.
Yeah, he's back.
Connected. Okay.
TM, yeah, it's a rainy day, so TM's doing their usual stuff.
Guys, before you go, let me tell me where do you guys want me to bury? How do you guys want to be buried so I can arrange?
Oh,
I want to be buried with a Akane Shinjo body pillow, and
that's interesting. I want to be buried.
Oh no.
well,
I don't know. What? Not you too, Aiman, please.
No, that was fake. That was fake.
Oh,
I
okay.
was just muting and demuting everything.
God damn it, I can't take this kind of things anymore.
Well,
too
that's what you get
close.
for playing RDR2.
Too close to home, man. Too close to home. So where were we?
Yeah. Annan.
yeah.
SoulsBorne. Yes.
Yeah, so on previous Sunday, I decided to pick up the controller again and resume my adventure. And lo and behold, I went through 10 bosses in 4 days. So the boss that I defeated, Vicar Amelia, first try.
God.
And then Rom.
Vicar Amelia is fun.
Yeah, I just attacked her legs. Like
Mhm.
1 minute, she's done. She's over.
Mhm.
And
Oh.
then Rome, Spider, that we Spal, the one with Summon. Then Witch of Hamwick, Shed of Yarnum, the One Reborn. The One Reborn is probably the easiest. Just defeat the witch and then attack the boss.
Ooh.
And then Mikolash. Mikolash is very annoying. Holy shit, that guy's annoying as fuck.
I want, if they ever make a Bloodborne movie, I want Annan to be the main character, and this is how he like talks. Like he's just like, oh yeah, and then I fought Rom, he was okay, and then I fought Nicolas was annoying, and like he's talking to the doll, and then
No, the opening scene of Bloodborne 2 is just Anna narrating like that.
yeah.
Well, I don't have any talent of storytelling or sense of humor, so
No,
bear with me.
no, that's what makes it perfect. That delivery is what makes it perfect.
It's like, today on Annan SoulsBorne, today I'm going to go fight the Nicolaj.
What Vito Nofi give off what is that guy's name again?
Also, it says here you bought Dark Souls 3.
So Steam have a Halloween sale, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Dark Souls 3 is 46 ringgit. So I bought it
Yep.
and straight up downloaded
Wow.
and defeat the first boss Eudex in 30 seconds.
Wow.
What?
He got good,
God
guys. He
Get
got
good already.
good. Too
He's
good.
now buff none.
I can
Hmm.
barely.
Like 10 bosses in 4 days. I can just finish. I just
Did you
one
parry?
clap.
Could you parry him?
No, I just attack through his backside. Just dodge, backside, dodge, backside. No need for parry.
Yeah, no, because you can parry his jumping attack. That's why.
Yeah, I know that, but I refuse.
Here I
And
am.
only
playing
one
Dark Souls.
Estus Plus. Just one.
No, like
one
here
heart.
I am playing Dark Souls Junior. Can't even defeat them in 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Cuphead.
Well,
Cuphead.
Cuphead, you're so junior.
Cuphead.
Oh boy.
I'm having a
Cuphead.
problem with Logarius. That's the boss I'm stuck now.
Ooh, Logarius. Yeah, my brother's having problems with him too. Aiman, we should do a Cuphead play. Like if I ever buy Cuphead, like we should do a
Count me
playthrough
in.
together.
Count me in.
Cause I fucking suck at run and gun, so we can.
Oh no, count me in. I'm the carry. I'm the carry. Trust me when I say I've made a series of like a Cuphead playthrough where I played the expert mode using custom loadouts that the audience gave me.
Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah.
I beat Cuphead. Okay, and at that point I don't want to do it. I don't want to beat the game anymore. I wanted to go for S rank everything, but because of that traumatic experience, I'm done. And in every single episode, right? It's that one particular boss that I think is gonna be hard suddenly became easy because beat them in 2 or 3 tries, and then the other boss who I thought was gonna be easy took me 3 hours.
Oh. That's
What?
Anyways, moving on to the news. So Aiman, since the last time you were on the show, we've changed the news format slightly.
Mhm.
Where we do one big news story, then we read a bunch of headlines, then we do one last big news story for to close off the show. So our first story of the day is BlizzCon, because that literally just happened a few hours ago.
Mm,
So we got the first things first. We mentioned it earlier. Destiny 2 is now free, so pick it up on battle.net if you want.
You
Mm-hmm.
have
you're on
until
PC.
18th of November.
Which is
Yeah,
pretty.
you haven't.
Oh no, that's like 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
pretty generous.
Yeah. And also it's in the gift section, which is
Yeah,
interesting. I haven't put up Battle.net for quite a while, and then so it's in the gift section. Okay, that's kind of lizard to give me a gift.
yeah. I thought it was just gonna be like some BlizzCon icon. I was like, no, it's an entire game.
I thought it was gonna be on the Hearthstone pack.
Hearthstone card back Destiny team.
I just claimed those because hey, you never know. I might play Hearthstone.
It's legendary. But yeah, so a bunch of BlizzCon shit that happened. Warcraft 3 Mastered is happening. Diablo Mobile also
Oh,
happening.
God.
Nothing in StarCraft. Zeratul is the new co-op commander, I guess.
And
Also,
can I announce this?
most-
Can I say this? Can I say this?
what?
Okay, and also for Overwatch, we have the newest hero, Bob.
Bob?
I don't know Ash.
No,
I
it's
just Bob.
Kissing Kate Barlow.
No,
What?
Bob.
Kid, Bob. God damn it. Now I need pictures,
No.
man. I need pictures for the video later. You guys send in. I don't know these things.
Hero
Yeah.
29, Bob the Builder. Let's go, boys.
Man, it's Hero 29 Kissing Kate Barlow.
No.
But
Bob
but
the
so-
Builder.
Fight.
So
Bob
they-
stands for big, overpowered boy.
Yeah, okay, so for context, they put out the new McCree short. Fuck McCree. No one gives a shit about
Yeah.
McCree. But they introduced new best girl, who is this girl called Ashe, who's like a gang leader, and she
Running
has
around
her
with material.
butler. What?
Running
The
around
butler,
material.
Bob.
Omnic Butler.
Butler?
Mhm.
Yeah, Bob is like her butler. This giant like omnic dude that follows her around. And
Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me. Giant robotic butler with a good top hat and a fancy ass mustache.
That's
Bob.
not a top hat, that's a bowler hat.
Bowler hat,
Shit.
top hat, blah, blah, blah. Bob is amazing.
Bowler hat,
would like-
bowling hat.
I would like Bob to be my butler, please.
But yeah, so I fucking want Ashe to step on me
I
because
want Bob to lie on me.
FYI, Ash is 39 years old. So she's
hell yeah, like a fine wine.
Well,
Bob is metallic, like
well,
my heart.
so there's a gender hunter among us, I guess.
A Kruger
Like
hunter.
a fine wine.
like a fine wine.
Moving on.
Okay.
And then, so running joke about Heroes of the Storm is I really fucking want Imperius to be released in Heroes of the Storm. For those of you who didn't play Diablo 3, Imperius is basically a Heroes of the Storm character. He's this golden angel dude who's an asshole. Like he hates everyone. It's great. I love him. And they won't add him in the game. Like there's like 5 big angels in Diablo. 3 of them are in the game, except for him. Like there's only 2 angels that aren't in the game, and that's the book nerd and the warrior. I'm just like, fuck. So I was like, BlizzCon would be a great time to announce Imperius, because they have to announce something new for Hearts, and they announced instead a Goth Lolly for Hearts. Entirely new Goth Lolly who never existed prior to this. I don't know if you guys have seen her.
So it's a new character, like original character. Huh.
Original character, do not steal.
Huh. Heroes of the Storm exclusive character. Huh.
How?
She's like the Raven Lord's daughter. I'm putting her picture in the chat.
I'm still flabbergasted because I haven't keep up with the news, and all of these are revelations to me.
Ravioli, ravioli. Please don't loot the Raven lolly. So,
Oh my god,
but yeah,
it is a Raven lolly. God damn it. Not please don't show it to him, or is it
Yeah.
too late already?
I don't know. I don't think he's
Time.
online right now, so it's fine.
There's still time.
God.
Also, they made a janitor skin for Leoric, and that's great.
Oof.
Wow. Okay.
So
That's interesting.
That's your BlizzCon news.
Alright, so that's
Now,
all from the keynote, eh?
Yes.
yeah. So
And Diablo. And Diablo.
The less we talk about Diablo Immortal, the better.
Okay.
the less we talk about it, the better.
Yes, we talk.
That is
we
Diablo
talk
Immortal.
about the Diablo Immortal.
We don't talk about the Diablo. Okay, next on the big stuff that we want to discuss.
No, we just go through some headlines first, I guess.
Alright.
So 2B is in Soul Calibur VI after days of people making 2B as a custom character. She's now officially in the game.
Woo!
Official character, do not make again.
Yeah. And she has some sort of rivalry with Ivy, so it's Ass versus Ties round
Yes, boys.
Ding, ding, ding.
Team ties all the way, baby.
2. Team Ties all the way.
Vote now on your phones.
Don't delay. Vote today.
We have some Overwatch news, I think.
Mhm.
Annan, I assume you put this here.
2
Yep.
minutes
So
at most. I'm putting the clock here.
yeah, so Team USA is getting really.
Hold on.
Overwatch World Cup.
And he did.
Okay, set, go.
Okay, so,
And
Team
he
USA,
did.
the Overwatch World Cup team, quite cocky and smug before the Overwatch World Cup, saying that they can defeat South Korea, they can defeat everyone, and it turns out they lost to the United Kingdom in the first match of Blizzcon.
Oh.
Mhm.
they got defeated.
Yes.
Just like
It was
that.
it was a huge upset, but they had it coming.
Yeah.
I
They had
follow
it coming.
I follow the Overwatch esports scenes, and like the amount of smack they've been talking to a lot of teams, it's just ridiculous. That I'm just glad that UK won in that
Yeah.
round.
That's
USA
always
is a good
satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah.
USA is a
very
good team, but they just tend to be too cocky.
So they're the heels right now.
Yep. And I'm glad
Heels or face? I thought if they're cocky, they're faces.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
what?
I know, heel, yeah. Sorry, heel, yeah, it's heel.
Right.
My mistake.
Okay.
And currently, for me, in my opinion, China is the only reasonable hope to defeat South Korea. For them.
Yeah,
Just
The
like
great-
in real life.
The Great War of China separating Korea.
Yeah.
Stopping the
South
Korea
Korea-
onslaught.
The Chinese roster are very promising,
Mhm.
in my opinion. So I think that they are the last bastion against South Korea.
I agree.
France already
Yeah.
defeated to Canada, and I don't think Finland can try against South Korea again.
Okay, last
Oh,
word.
No, they
Yeah.
can't. China beat Finland. That's what. That's
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why. Okay, that's all.
Apparently we
So,
have
we gotta
two. Okay.
two esports people. If I had known, I would have made that one the main stories. But it's fine. PlayStation Classics. The game list is out. Digimon World is not on it, so who cares?
Tony Hawk's Pro
Same.
Skater 2 is not in it, so who cares?
I
He was
think-
not in it. Who cares?
I think the only one we got right with our prediction was Twisted Metal. Only
No Final
one.
Fantasy 7.
No PUBG. No. I mean, aside from the 5 confirmed already, we predicted
yeah.
like the other 15, right? So PUBG Mobile didn't make it. Doom didn't make it. PUBG 3D didn't
wait.
make it.
Wait, who predicted PUBG?
Read it.
we, we need to make it a 20 list. We have no ideas of PUBG Mobile. It is then.
No, you got it all wrong. It should have been Mobile Legends.
Oh, that's a better one. Oversight. It's
God
okay.
damn it, you ruined
We
one
should have
single thing.
predicted Doom. The original Doom.
Uh,
Doom 2016 specifically.
oh, so you can read out the list of the 20 games. Anyone has it on?
No, not. I don't have it on hand.
All I remember is GTA, the first original GTA,
Mm-hmm.
which is terrible. Next we have
The theme song was great though.
Isn't
yeah.
Final Fantasy also one of the games?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 7, the original Destruction Derby.
Somehow, from all of the racing games we mentioned, we forgot the Destruction Derby. I'm a bit of a shame about that.
For shame.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have
A
to
lot
check
of people disappointed with Gran Turismo.
No Gran Turismo.
licensing, man, licensing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh,
That-
Rainbow Six,
the original.
the original Rainbow Six.
No, Siege.
No see.
Okay, let me read out all of the games. I have the list. So we have Battle Arena Toshinden, fighting game. Cool Borders 2,
Not Tony
Destruction.
Hawk.
No Tony Hawk. Destruction Derby, the one we missed. Final Fantasy 7, this one we know earlier. Grand Theft Auto, as mentioned. Intelligent Cube with a Q. Cube. Jumping Flash, also we already know. Metal Gear Solid, it's a good choice. Mr. Driller. Oddworld Apes Odyssey. Rayman. Resident Evil Director's Cut, not Resident Evil 2, but the original one.
Another Resident Evil one.
No, the first one is Resident Evil, and then this is the director's cut of Resident Evil. The one we predicted was RE2. Okay, next is Revelations Persona, aka this is the first Persona.
Woo!
Didn't see that coming. Ridge Racer Type 4.
Never see it coming. Just kidding. Move on.
True. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Siphon Filter. Tekken 3. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Twisted Metal. And Wild Arms.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the list. We can move on.
But Japan is better. Japan has Parasite Eve, my favorite RPG. What? Action RPG game.
Survival horror RPG.
Wah.
And now that you've listened to us talk about gaming for an hour, we're gonna talk about something important, which is what you're really here for. We're gonna talk about politics
Yes.
because Budget 2019 was last night, and there's some interesting shit in the budget.
Yep.
And for once, I actually don't know about it. So you guys take the stage.
Apparently, no one's taking the stage.
Oh boy,
God
this is
fucking
Yeah,
damn
okay.
it.
God.
Let me start first.
Thank you, Annan. So for context, this
So-
is the Malaysian
so-
National Budget 2019. Okay.
The national budget, yeah. So for the good news, the government is dedicating 10 million ringgit for esports development.
Woo!
So a lot of 10 million dedicated. They specifically said this is for esports, so nothing like okay, we give to MDEC for youth development program, which ambiguous and stuff. No, this is pure esports for the youth ministry. So a very good step.
Tapi mana FGC?
Esports
come
mah.
on.
No, how dare you call FGC esports? FGC is beyond esports.
Way of life.
Now Mobile Legends pro players will get more money from winning.
Oh no.
Yeah, Mobile Legends can be
Okay.
esports. We don't care. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at this
whatever.
point, I
As long
don't
as
even
it
care.
develops the esports scenes in the local.
Yeah.
I mean,
At
they
this point,
do.
any game that can be esports, put it in Malaysia. I don't give a shit as long as there's esports. That's good enough. And shall we get to the bad news?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, digital content is getting taxed, specifically Steam, Spotify, and Netflix, and maybe more. But those three are the
Yeah, it's the writing is on the wall. Steam already has a lot of they already have the mechanisms to apply taxes to oblige to obligate country laws. It's just that Malaysia was either A unaware or B, don't care enough of the gaming money to implement
Now
it.
they do.
Now that they see esports is a thing, so gaming also is a lot of money to make there. So why not we put on tax there? Valve already have the platform to do it, so why not just implement it in 2020?
You know what I'm thinking of when I hear about this? If they're gonna tax video games, then let us have titty games on Steam.
Really tax.
Yeah, because then at least make some money off me jacking off, you know?
I mean,
Like, everyone wins here. The government gets money, the developers get money, I get to come. It's simple.
you're not wrong. You made a valid point there.
I mean, those are your dying words that I shall engrave on your tombstone.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Let me jack off.
I want like at my funeral, I want you to give the eulogy to just be like, I remember when he talked about how he just wanted the titty games, and they said no titty games, and so he couldn't come, and so his dick exploded like a cartoon cigar.
That's oddly specific.
Worm died for
That's
our
how he
anime
died.
scenes. Worm died for our anime scenes.
It's like, you know, the thing about cigarettes, right? Like they can't ban cigarettes because they make too much money off the cigarette tax. Same thing. Don't ban titty games, just tax it. You make money, I get titty games. Simple as that.
Using that logic, why don't they just tax porn?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because porn is free. Can't tax something that's free.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is our politics talk. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
that.
in my opinion, the taxing is sort of justified because we are literally giving our money to outside of the country, so money within the
Yeah.
country and enriching the foreign companies. So
Enriching
at least we
gaming
can
world.
contribute to the local economy.
We are
Yeah,
giving
I-
more
I
power
feel
to
like-
Gabin.
I
Yeah.
feel like people have a very immature reaction where they're like, oh, just because something's taxed. But it's like, no, it's fair enough. I mean, you pay tax when you buy shit anyways. Like, the only reason we haven't been paying tax is because Malaysia's laws were written like 50 years ago. So,
And it's only going to be like, what, a couple of ringgit more than before? You can
Yeah,
afford that.
Malaysia is already one of the cheapest regions to buy games in, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly.
It is,
Yep.
it is.
New games like 200 ringgit, converted less than $60.
Yeah,
It's cheap.
yeah.
It's really cheap.
In particular, for if you are shopping for Steam games, have a look around Warner Brothers because their catalog they sell very cheaply on Steam. But for some reason, if you look at their prices on PS Store Asia, it's like too much. Like I saw Lego DC Super Villains is around 240 ringgit digitally on PS4. On Steam it's much more cheaper, and on physical, remember Daniel where that time after the AC event, it was around 189 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's one
Hella
of the publishers you guys should check for Steam. They are really selling PC games for the cheap. They ported Arkham Knight terribly on PC, so maybe that's also the thing.
Yeah, it's to apologize for that.
The scenes, their long time scenes.
Other things, someone mentioned that sugary drinks are being taxed. Again, fair enough. Like,
Milo.
You and your
No, buy pure Milo. Just add more sugar after that.
Why not both?
because diabetes, Aiman.
No.
Because diabetes.
Isn't that the point?
Diabetes, the
Diabetes.
sugary podcast. Please don't get diabetes.
Like, just by being Malay, you have a higher chance of getting diabetes, I feel.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of diabetes from the
Yeah.
they eat kenduri food and drink teh tarik for yeah.
That's Malaysia to you. But I guess overall, I think it's okay lah that the government is actually taking attention and actually doing something rather than just oh we are listening. Regarding gaming, because I think
Yeah.
like early this year, I think the start of this awareness of gaming within the government is like starting from early this year, where I see like a lot of the you say people that we know, we have connections, are starting to going up and down to the offices, lobbying, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, remember kita man? Oh, I just saw a tweet from the founder, based on the esports thing where government is spending 10 million. They said that, oh, we also want to spend 100,000 ringgit as well to invest in esports.
Wow.
No,
Here's
because
the thing though, they don't really say how they're going to do it, and that's what worries me. Because I feel like they're going to just chuck it somewhere and expect to get a return on investment immediately and be like, oh, esports is dead. Like, no, that's not how it works.
yeah,
Just like soccer.
there's a lot of concern about that. And our good friend at Kaku Chopre, they are one of the adamants of this sort of things. They do not want to see esports coming in because of the big wigs with money just coming in, expecting money to come out instantly rather than building up the community as it should. Because this stuff
Mhm.
cannot be done by just pouring in
Overnight.
money. You
Yeah.
won't grow the scene by that.
You need to put effort.
You need to support the grassroots, have them grow, have them well developed, have them themselves be the event runners, knows how to run the tournaments, run the events, knows the community, how to engage with other people, with other parties regarding to what they do. It's not just, oh, we need 10 million. Can you give us 10 million, please? Yeah, we got the 10 million. Now, what we do with the 10 million? This event can run with just 1 million. Okay, so what going to do with another 9 million?
BMWs for everyone.
Up again.
So yeah, it's a good thing that we should be wary about all of these talks about, oh, we have the money, we are going to chuck it here, we are going to put it there. Like even the CEO of Razer is also doing the big talks. Also because I think our youth minister is buddying, is broing with this Razer
For
CEO
somebody.
for some joint ventures and such. We'll see. I mean, the money is good. It's how you use it.
Menteri Belia dan Sukan presented by Razer.
Oh boy. Lobbying to another level. So, anything else for this topic?
No, I guess that's about it. That's all that matters for our audience, anyways.
Uh-huh.
No more freebies for us, bro.
Yeah,
No more free money.
the others you Okay, so before, I guess that's the end of it all, I guess. But before we move into the closing things, I just remember one interesting story about Red Dead Redemption 2. Please, I just need a few more minutes on this. There's a random encounter that you can find in the open world. So you can find a stagecoach with a jail with a prisoner inside there. And one of the events is that his gang members come in, kill all the sheriffs, and try to free the person in the cell. So what you can do is kill everyone except the prisoner. Because you can. So I did that, and I go to the prisoner and I say, you won't be getting out of there. So basically I antagonized him. And then he said, why you all be speaking big? You are the murderer. You kill everyone. I saw it. So he's making me guilty about killing the others, and then he's saying I'm the evil one, which is actually true. And then the next time I talked to him, he said, "Oh, if you don't free me, I will talk with the other sheriffs. Told you about all the people you kill." So he gives me an interesting proposition. I kill him. so he won't talk.
Easy.
I
Dead
Interesting.
men tell no tales.
Yep. I mean, you can leave him free, and for as far as I know, it does have consequences because if you run to town and then suddenly, oh, it's that guy, and the police will swarm you. So be careful. I learned that you need to change attire and put your mask on if you want to avoid getting caught with crimes. Or if not, the police will swarm you really, really fast. To the point that if you go like, you know how you get a wanted level and then you escape, and then wanted level goes out, and but if you then went back into the place where you did that crime, just like go back and do a gentle walk over there, the police will remember you, especially if they recognize your face and what you wear. So you can get immediately wanted again if you're not careful. That's a new thing for Red Dead Redemption 2, I think.
I like how the police in Red Dead Redemption 2 are more hardworking than the ones in GTA 5.
Exactly. They will recognize you. So that's dia.log, the Game on this podcast for episode 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as always, we have the business of talking about the thumbnail. I remember Bob the Builder and what's her name again? You said one
It's
kid.
in Kate
Barlow.
Barlow.
Is that from Holes?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys need to send me images of that. I remember Shark Fu.
Yeah, Shaq Fu. Yeah. And The Rock.
Bro.
Just put cowboy hats on both of them, I guess.
Hold on,
Okay,
do you mean The Rock Dwayne Johnson or Rock the Rock?
A rock.
I
You
make
can have this in Kate Barlow on Google.
Oh my god,
It's in Kate Barlow.
Put the
Oh, man,
characters on the fashion runway.
Screaming
No,
Screaming Cowboy is
Pistol
there.
Motor.
Oh, yeah. The
Motor
Pester
by
Motor
Acer.
by Acer, yes. Acer branded Pester Motor. Pester Motor. Powered by Acer Predator.
With the tumbuk sahabat Pesta Mortar.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anything else?
Us dying like 5 times.
Yeah, I put tombstones of everyone there. Okay, so okay, I know one's tombstone's going to be like. What are the others?
Define others.
How about you guys? If I going to put tombstones of you guys, what would be? What will be written on? What will be the text like? Here lies the aim games, the lame games. God damn it! Someone change the Discord name.
Jeez.
I wonder who did that.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay, never mind then. I'll work something up. I think that's enough material. Especially the Screaming Cowboy. That should work as well. So
For
I
Bex,
think
what
you
I need
can
to
take
say.
Brian's the guy before his profile. That one's perfect.
oh, really, I didn't grab that. Oh,
I think for Max, what it needs to say, still playing RDR2.
oh yeah, the now playing thing, right? Put the Steam thing. Put the Steam overlay. Macronos is playing. Just to put the PC player. Sorry guys, you are not getting your PC version just yet. The rumors are
Okay.
saying it will be coming. So yeah, let's just plug our social links and social links and other things that you are working on. So let's start with Wam.
Hey, follow me on Twitter at Wamerol, on Facebook, Cruise Crusader Wamerol, or give me money on Patreon at Wamerol as well, because God knows I need it. I'm currently dying from a multitude
Ligma.
of diseases. Yeah, from Ligma too. Yeah.
God damn it!
so
You know
yeah.
that your condition is also. Ah man, this playthrough of Red Dead Redemption is hitting me so hard. Okay, continue.
So, Daniel,
You can follow me at Norakimi. And also for those, we just passed the Malaysian GP MotoGP race. It happens the time of recording tomorrow. It's gonna be a wet one.
El
Oh yeah.
Pescado.
One more thing. Send me fan art of Ashe, please. At Wemerol on Twitter. Send me.
Not the Final Fantasy 12 kind.
No. Give me sexy white hair cowgirl. Yeah.
Yo,
Give
say.
it to me. Yeah, Annan.
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/azuri.ekat, azure.ekat. Don't ask me where it came from.
Finally, Anna actually plugs his social links. Finally.
And maybe on Twitter, twitter.com/azureazmuth, AZUREAZMUTH. But it's boring, nothing's there.
Wow.
That's all.
I did not expect this at all. Man, you back for the dead and you're a different person now. And
Put on my headstone. It's okay, I guess.
Back from the dead.
Yeah, like Annan. He's okay.
It's
probably.
okay.
Dead redemption.
Oh my god. And Aiman.
Again, you can check out my YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter at TheAimGames. That's TheAimGames. Even though a lot of people can easily get confused, sometimes I'm called Da Aim or Aim Games. It's The Aim Games. I don't know how simpler that can be for you, but okay.
You should get a guest stream for you instead and call it Zaim Games.
No, seriously, like I was in another podcast and they can pronounce Galia's name correctly, but then it comes to me, Aim Game.
Maybe it's just because they don't like you.
Damn it! I knew it's something wrong I did.
Don't worry, in dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast, the door is always open.
We still don't like you though. We just have a very low bar for guests.
And I have been Amiral Macronos Ashraf, and stay tuned for our Red Dead Redemption 2 review coming up soon.
Howdy.
Yeehaw!
There's a good boy. Hold on. And you can find me at Macronos, Meckronos, at Twitter and various other social links, social medias, and dead.